Isn't it crazy, Maverick, that I'm like one of your cutest homies?
What did you do today before you got here? What have you been up to?
Huh?
What have you been doing today, literally today?
I was just at the office.
Doing what?
I woke up, I saw my mom.
You woke up at what time?
5:45.
To do what?
Oh, you want me to tell?
I want to know what a day in the life of Tyler, the Creator, just like a normal day.
Woke up at 5:45.
To do what?
To look at some photos. I put some bedding out. I announced bedding with Parachute out today, some sheets and like bedding that I made. Had to look at those photos, do some back and forth. Ran on the treadmill for 11 minutes. Went in the sauna for like 9. And I showered, yeah. Saw my mom.
I love your mom, by the way.
Went to the office, walked to get some food, walked back, did some stuff, ate a donut, it was delicious.
What kind of donut?
Regular glaze, I want it regular. I want that nigga to have no personality at all. And then I came here and then ran into some shirtless nigga.
What does your mom mean to you and all your sense of creativity? Was your mom creative like that, or did she?
She let me do. I have real life only child energy, but I have a sibling. Look, that nigga, he was like, "What the fuck?" No, I have a sibling, even though, but my mom like loves me so much.
So she treated you like a
like true mama's boy type shit, and she let me kind of like just be and exist, but like was on my shit. Like when I turned 12, she was like, "All right, nigga, after this little cake, I'm gonna teach you how to like wash your clothes, and when you turn 14, you're gonna apply for a job. So when you turn 15, your worker's permit is up." Like she raised me on some like independent, be on my own shit, but also like I got so many hugs. The older I get, the more I realize a lot of niggas didn't get a lot of hugs as children, and I got so much
from your mom.
From my mom, and I'm so blessed and so grateful that like I grew up in a house full of love.
Does she know creativity would be a job for you? Or did she just think you was this cool little weird
You know what you want to say.
Does she just think, oh, I got this little cool weird son.
You know what you want to say.
I'm gonna let him flourish.
Hey, Maverick think I'm a little but he don't want to say that because he like his job. I'll say it for you. This nigga Maverick think I'm a little and it's okay.
No, I want to know, does she really think you could be who you are and like make a job of that shit?
I think every parent has a bit of delusion where they're like, oh, my son is gonna be gay. But also like, she's like, nigga, just don't be stupid and go to jail. Yeah, play your little keyboard, nigga, I gotta go to work type shit. Like, yeah. Which is normal, but she's so proud and she's my biggest fan. It's annoying sometimes, but you gotta think she farted me out.
Of course.
So when she sees like this thing
that she made,
and it's like winning awards, and like when I did the Louis Vuitton thing, like she was just, she started crying on the phone.
I'm sure.
And when I got my role, she started crying.
Yeah, that's in one of your songs when you pulled up her house.
But the way that she grew up, she never would have thought she would see one of those things. She grew up in a fight or flight type of environment. So to see something that she farted out, do these things and change lives and be successful and just stay focused and not, you know, I haven't been in jail, I don't have a drug problem, I haven't beat no one up, I don't have a sex addiction. I'm like good. I'm a good kid in her head and in real life, and like everything I said I would do, I did. To her, she just like, what the fuck? But a lot of that wouldn't have been possible if she didn't really put like the I don't give a fuckness that I have in me.
Yes,
like for real.
When did you know making shit would be your life?
I was a real life child who only cared about music. Like on my birthdays, 6 and 7, I just wanted CDs.
Who did you love the most? You've obviously talked about Pharrell a lot, but who was the one that stuck out to you early? My
favorite shit was like Sade and Erica and things like that. Like that's like the base of where I make music from, like soul stuff like that. And then Eminem, like, you know, you're 7 years old and My Name Is and Guilty Conscience comes on The Box. I don't know if you know what The Box. Do you remember The Box?
Exactly what The Box.
I think that was channel 39.
I never got in. I still would love to call and request something.
Dude, it's sick, right?
Yes.
And you have that, and he sounds like a cartoon character if you're 7 years old. So that was sick. But then like what Missy and Timbaland was doing at the time was like incredible. Nicole Ray, you remember her?
Yes.
She had a record called Eyes Better Not Wonder off of her first album. Missy and Timbaland and those guys did that album. And that's the first record I heard that's in a 3/4 count. I don't feel like explaining exactly what that is, but I'll show you later.
Who taught you all of that shit? Like, where did you learn music?
I just learned it listening and just studying and stuff.
Piano, taught yourself?
Yeah.
Like, just bought one in the crib? How did you teach yourself?
In the 7th grade, I found myself printing out She's Alive by Andre 3000 off the Love Below and thought I was gonna teach myself how to play it. Couldn't read music, I'm a fucking idiot.
Of course.
So I just learned it by ear, and then from there, you go from playing two notes to
But that
three
you
to
must have to
four.
be patient as fuck to hear it and go, where is that? Because you have to find the sound on the...
Yeah, but patience is relative depending on what you care about.
That's true.
That's all I wanted to do. So like, it wasn't like, oh, I want to hurry up and do it. Like, I enjoyed figuring it all out. Like, probably anyone in the 70s who like learned an instrument, you just learn shit once you just go for it.
Over and over.
Which is interesting now, it's cheat codes, which is super cool, but also like my boomer ass is like, when like a kid could just be like, I want to make a song like Pokey Dokey and just go to YouTube and do a tutorial. And to me, while that is kind of cool, you never develop your own thing because like you don't spend the time figuring shit out. And a lot of the stuff I figured out is just accidents. And
Yeah,
you, like,
on the road to trying to find something,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I thought I was going this way.
and
but I
like
actually fuck
something
with
that's
this.
a habit because you have the cracked version of Fruity Loops and you can only do this. Or like my whole first album, Bastard, I put out in 2009, I had a cracked version of Fruity Loops. So you couldn't save the beats. So
shit.
I would have to make a beat or whatever. And then if I had another idea, I just have to export that beat the way it is and that's it. So you can't.
Because you couldn't go back in later on
I
it.
couldn't do anything. So because of that, like every choice I made was like, what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an I. Intentional. My brain farted. Thank you. Everything was intentional. So because of that, like you get a finer ear for certain choices because like, damn, I gotta leave to the skate park in 15 minutes, which means I have 13 minutes
I'm on a clock.
to do this shit. And
That's
then,
like a spy with a little bomb. Like, don't
Yeah,
pull the red wire.
exactly.
Yes,
So-
you're gonna fuck the whole thing up. One of my favorite things I ever heard you talk about was being a rapper. You described being a rapper, which making music and writing words are mutually exclusive, then they come together. Where did you learn that, like that being like, because that's different than playing the piano. And what made you want to be a rapper?
The first raps I wrote, I was 7, and it was to the second half of Positivity by Black Eyed Peas on their first album. It's like this bossa nova instrumental that will.i.am put together. He's a genius. I called him a bitch publicly.
Why'd you call Will?
Because sometimes he's a fucking hot dog.
Well, he can
and
say people, he does get on your nerves, but I think it's a part of his character.
But will.i.am is a fucking genius to me. And those first Black Eyed Peas albums are like crazy. He's super smart and super dialed in. And even his pop Black Eyed Peas stuff is super genius. Like, I love will.i.am. I'm actually hit him up after this and be like, hey, like, I know you're probably working on like an electric scooter or some shit. Like, what are you doing?
Wait, so you were saying your first rap?
Yeah, so I wrote to that and I was just writing about like doing chores and like shit that a 7-year-old rap about. Like, nigga, I had the ill purple Nintendo 64 there. But what I liked was like, whether it was like growing up in LA, you'll hear a DJ Quick or like a Mac 10 Ice Cube Snoop Dogg song. These songs were like about things. Like DJ Quick always made records about a specific thing. Like Pitch In on a Party is such an ill concept. That Balance and Options album is incredible.
I
But
love that album.
the storytelling from that, and I really loved English class and like just stories and cartoons. Like it's a cartoon, but it's still a story, so it's still a and B. want to go, he's at home and he needs to get to the store. And you could say all these little details that happen in between him getting to the store, and like, you could write songs and raps like that.
Yeah, you make it sound very fucking easy and simple.
Well, no.
But it is the structure of it.
Yeah, it's really easy and simple. Now, if you're cool or good at the simple things,
yes, of course,
that's a different story.
Yeah,
but
for
it's
sure.
fairly easy to tell a story.
But when you're writing songs, do you feel like now you're getting better? Like when you sit and write songs now, or forget the sound, the pianos, the keys, the bass, the drums, but like your words, do you feel they're better than they used to be going back to your old stuff?
Well, that's hard to answer. I told someone that I'm a painter, not a poet. So for me, like you said, forget the piano and the strings, but I write songs. So like for me, it's the frame, it's the texture of the brush, it's the colors. It's not just like, you don't just read my lyrics and be like, oh, I get it. Like, I'm not that type of rapper. Like, you watch the video and hear the beat and hear when the drums leave and how I'm moving, and you're like, oh. That's why I like people seeing me live, because it's like, oh, New Magic Wand. It's number 6 off my Igor album. It's my favorite song I've made to date. That song wasn't as popular as it was when it first came out. That was a slow burner. And every time I perform that song, I let people know, hey, this is my favorite song before I do this song. And people will see that song live and see the energy, see how it felt, whether it's the fire, see how my legs move. And that song started gaining traction and popularity because it gave some people context. And a lot of people who didn't like that song said they saw it live and was like, damn, I understand it now. So when you're like, well, has your writing got better? Well, yes, because I've also gotten better musically. So for me, it's not just lyrics. I don't think I'm like a Earl Sweatshirt or like a Jay-Z or something like that.
Yes.
Like you gotta look at the whole thing when it comes to me.
And when you make shit, whatever it is, because you create all the time and making shit, but I've heard you a lot of times say, man, I'm on my fucking 25th bridge on this song. Is that because you're hard on yourself? Or is it because you know what perfect sounds like?
It's just not the one.
And when you're going through that process, are you beating yourself up like, why the fuck can't I figure this out?
No, I'm not. I'm not like hard on myself like that. I'm just like, well, I spent 6 hours on this one and this one isn't it, but it's still good. All right, well, I'll get to it and figure it out.
Because you don't operate on the clock, really. And you can't, art and time they don't sync up well.
It depends on the person, but like, I know when the shit's done. Like, the music will tell you what it needs.
While you're making it?
The music tells me what it needs. I can't speak for everyone.
What do you get the most joy of making? Music, clothes, designs, photography? What brings you the most joy?
I mean, music for sure.
Still music.
Like, singing.
Because I've heard you say sometimes I'm getting tired, man, making this fucking music. Because it is exhausting, right?
Yeah, it's exhausting. Sometimes these fucking kids, man, these niggas get on my fucking nerves, bro.
What kids?
All these fucking kids, the internet crazy, bro, these kids hack everything and like, listen to the music. They want to know who your sister is and like what you ate for dinner. Like, mind your fucking business. Go the fuck outside and listen to the damn art or the music. Like,
So they drive you crazy.
Like, fuck. Like, because of the internet, people don't know personal boundaries no more.
Yeah.
And it's normal, and everyone thinks this shit is cute. It's like, we don't know each other. But then I get called an ungrateful asshole because I'm like, yo, I give you the art, I give you the music, high five. Why are y'all niggas showing up to doorsteps? Why are y'all niggas fucking hacking this? Why are y'all following niggas' moms home because you like a song? You like a song, but you being weird? And it's not even just for me musically, it's for a fucking basketball player, soccer, actress, but we're fans. So because you like a song or because you like a movie, that gives you the permission to be a fucking weirdo. But we're fans. No. Calm your fucking ass down.
Listen to the song.
Listen to the song, or watch the whatever, high five, say cool, what's up, maybe a photo. But y'all niggas, in y'all spare time, y'all hobby is being weird stalker niggas, bro, you will get shot.
But that part is what gets exhausting.
Yeah, but I love making music.
But making music leads to that. You can't disconnect the two, right?
Well, you say you can't disconnect the two, and someone's probably gonna watch this and cut this off, and this whole convo is gonna lose context. And what's gonna also happen is, me talking about my favorite DJ Quick album won't be posted as much as me saying fans are weird. And then someone's gonna say, every time we see this nigga, he always complaining. When I could spend this whole interview like, I love my mom, I love Sade, I love music, but that's not what they're gonna
Options
post.
Was such a great album.
That's not what they're gonna post.
I'm about to listen to that shit when I get in the car.
It's a great album. So that also sucks, like, people taking what you say because they want clicks or engagement, because they get ad money for engagement and like they got a mortgage to pay. And then two, other people be like, well, you signed up for this. No, nigga, no. I like making music. I'm cute, tall, have a great personality, a little annoying, but it's mad chill, and a great sense of style that's been influencing the shit for a while. But whatever, right? Put that out in the world. My first album came out in 2009. I got signed into 2010, May 2011, my first thing came out. 2011 social landscape is so different from now. It wasn't iPhones everywhere. It wasn't people being thirsty for whatever they get from the internet. It was a different time. So walking around and living and meeting people and enjoying stuff was much different up until 2016. When our phone became a thing, which, dude, technology has sped up so much, I don't even think the human brain is able to really comprehend what's going on. Used to being able to be contacted 24/7, a big switch happened. In 2024 now, with filming, with this and that, with voice recording, all of that, that's something I'm not used to.
Yes.
That's something I don't think any of us is used to. And when I signed up for this stuff, that wasn't even, that not only wasn't the landscape, our brain wasn't even
knowing that was coming.
So people are still adjusting. I'm adjusting to like, damn, everyone could see everything. You could just look up someone's address, and motherfuckers is like, damn, I could know what my favorite artist is eating for breakfast and not feel weird about it, because every fucking page, whether it's Academic, Shade Room, or whoever the fuck is posting it. Now the conversation of music, of art, is gone, because when artists put something out, the last thing they talk about is music. So you know what that does to a fan listening to music? If they see the person that made the music not give any like value to it, you think they gonna give a fuck about the album? They gonna listen to it for an hour and be like mid. Mid, not even in mid, they don't even use the word right. That just means it's like average. They just don't like it, but that's just their word. And because you didn't even give value to it, people can't even articulate what they dislike about it. They just say mid and move on. They don't go into detail about what they didn't like about the beat or the lyrics or this and that. I get mocked because I'm like, track 4, 2000, this album came out. I'm a musician. What the fuck else do you think I'm supposed to talk about, you dumb fuck? About who I shot, who I got beef with, about who I fucked? That should be 90% of my conversation. No, I make music. I'm a music nerd and a musician. I care about this shit. So when y'all niggas see me on TV and I'm talking about music, the shit you know me for, what the fuck?
And is your frustration with them because you care about this art form so much?
I love this art form so much, bro. And there's so many niggas out right now that aren't musicians that are getting treated like musicians because they make meme records or whatever. And I'm like, bro, this niggas out here that's really special, really aliens, really talented, really putting in the work. And y'all niggas giving this dip fuck who, these niggas publicly will be like, I don't give a fuck about music, I just do this shit for money. Like,
I agree with you.
Like, get your bag, I love that. But like, when every publication is like, hell yeah, let's put that out, man, a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 20-year-old gonna see that and be like, man, shit, I don't really care about this shit too. This is a quick bag. Now you taking up space for niggas like me.
That really want to be
space for people who really care about this art form. And like, I don't like that.
But do you get satisfaction?
And these niggas can't perform.
Nobody can.
All these niggas dress alike. Man, you go to 2003. Jay didn't sound like T.I., who didn't sound like 50. Pharrell didn't sound like Dre, who ain't sound like fucking Quick, who ain't sound like Ye or Just Blaze or Alchemist. Eminem didn't sound like fucking Jill Scott. Jill Scott wasn't trying to sound like Julian from the fucking Strokes. Everyone was them fucking selves. Now, like, everyone is doing cosplay. It's a Spider-Man meme of like the next nigga. Everyone uses the same slang. Nigga, you are from LA and you saying slime?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't say that. It's crazy how the internet has made everything so like homogenous, like nothing is its own thing no more. And I think in like 3 years, like either everyone's just gonna be the same color or it's gonna pop and the next generation is just gonna go so left and wanna be themselves that it's gonna be like,
But that also comes with hip hop getting so big too. The flip side of that is like, is part of that good too because this shit just got so big that so many people can come in and make money?
It's some kid right now, it's a white kid, regular like Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane like rap music. And like people are like, this shit hard. It's not even like satire. It's like, I'm just joking, I'm just mocking it. But I'm like, no, you can't do. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me. And I'm a nerd about this shit. This is like weird. And I'm looking at it and something about it like don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or Eminem, who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it, and they were still just being, aside from when Eminem was wearing do-rags in like 2006. Also, I seen this show called, I think Painkillers on Netflix. Has anyone seen that show?
Yeah.
Really good show. And it's about like how people got addicted to opioids in like the 90s or whatever. And I saw that show and Eminem put out this album called Recovery. It's 2010. I was a big Eminem fan, and when that album came out, I fucking hated it. Hated it, publicly was like, this shit is whack, didn't like it. And after watching that show, dude, I felt so bad.
Because the album made sense?
I felt so bad about those tweets and things like that because thinking from his perspective, someone like me publicly saying that stuff and him getting off drugs and being clean and getting to a point in his life that's behind him and me implying like, you need to, no, this shit is whack. He probably felt like I was attacking him. I thought I was just like, I don't like the music. He was in a different part of his life and probably felt like I was attacking him. And now I feel so bad about saying that stuff because my perspective was so limited. And I love him. That dude taught me how to rap. I learned how to put words together in rhythm because of some of the Eminem stuff I was hearing and storytelling and things like that. So after watching that show, that gave me perspective and I felt terrible. This is a few months ago. I felt so terrible about some of the things I said about that Recovery album because I realized that was a big step and meant a lot to him. And my fucking young, stupid ass was like, ugh, I want to hear the same song and dance, and I love the Eminem show, but like, he's not there anymore. I felt terrible. And if I ever see him, like, I want to tell him that, like, in person.
And when you talk about that, you're talking about a very specific thing, which Jay-Z says at the beginning of Blueprint when he's talking on the intro, where he says, this is just what I'm going through in the time. Like as a rapper, when you're writing shit, is it literally just when you're making songs like what you've been feeling in a slice of your life, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely think you should. I mean, I do. That's how you get the most, that shit's like a diary or like a snapshot of that time for me, so.
And is there some shit sometimes you're dealing with your environment that you keep out of, like you're like, I'm not gonna let that go?
100%. You don't let niggas, I don't know you niggas, like, the fuck, I give you the information I wanna give. Now the information I give you is honest.
Of course.
But nigga, like, you ain't getting the whole damn house. You could get the guest room.
Yes.
You know?
By the way, that should be the name of your new album. I don't know you niggas.
I don't know you niggas.
Enjoy the music.
I don't know you niggas at all.
When you think about success, putting music out, clothes out, all your shit sells out. But how do you personally measure success? Forget what it sells, what it does, when you look at shit you do.
If I executed it how I wanted to. Like if I'm like, yes.
If the vision.
Well, two things. If I execute it how I wanted to, and if it's like a goal that I personally wanted to reach, whether it's buying my dream car and like walking downstairs like, fuck, I have this. Or just any idea I have, I get to execute that. Also, success is to me, success is freedom.
For sure.
Like, I have freedom. I do not have children. I could fuck whatever I want. I could pretty much buy whatever I want. I have my dream cars. I could listen to music. I could eat fucking donuts all day. Seriously, like, I was playing with deer the other day. Like, I am very successful in my head. Like, I love my life so much. And don't get me started on how I feel about myself. Like, don't get me started. Like, that is success. Like, I am beyond happy.
Thank you, brother. That was fantastic.
I don't want to seem like a hater, because sometimes I have hater energy because I just think I'm that good and special. Yes. Nigga, this is blackface.
I gotta see.
This is audio blackface. Say that again? Yeah, appropriation.
How old is the kid?
Everyone, the word I was looking for is appropriation. Please just cut that right after that whole rant.